only scent I could heal is cashmere sweaters with a baby tauntaun in my hands. But I don't want to get too much into this story, so how about we get to the game?
Legit. Legit water dripped out of my nose as I drank from my water bottle through that. Good job. My keyboard has just been blessed just now.
I'm sorry.
Anyway. All right. Continuing from last week, we are all at the Lizard's Lounge. Let me do 2 screens real quick. We gathered up all of our information from the 2 previous locations, the Blue Room and Scuttle Cybernetic Shop, which I have since last week typed this in for you to give you like a small synopsis of information from both of them. That led up to a montage scene of getting ready to go to the Lizard's Lounge, arriving at the Lizard's Lounge, dealing with the outside security of the Lizard's Lounge, taking the elevator upstairs, and a bit of a dance-off between Jeb and a toner. Towards the end of the dance battle, Kalani has been called over to meet the boss of the shop, Boss Zernala, and Kalani has brought both Gunner and Snow along with her. After arriving and speaking to the boss continued to talk shop and talk business to the point of, I just want to speak alone to Kalani without the others being an influence. After a bit of pressure with it, they finally got their wish, and we join as the rest of the party, or I should say most of the party, is at the bar side of the Lizard's Lounge.
All right. Almost set up.
All right. Over at the bar, Jeb, as well as Jeb's friend, which they haven't introduced yet, they will do shortly, is just about to order drinks for everyone located currently at the bar. He goes over to the bartender saying, "Hey, Silver, a round of drinks on me for everyone. You know, the usual for me and just something nice for everyone else." And continues to look around. He's going to step over towards the toner and say, "Where did you learn those dance moves from?"
Can I make a culture check?
Back to the war.
Sure.
All right. 31 culture.
Okay. These specific set of moves that you've learned has just been through some of the channels that you've just been watching from several of the different planets, including this one. One of the channels had a show which in our time would be like the Soul Train, where it's just people doing various moves. You found on Verses, hey, what's up? I can see you now.
Hi.
On this planet of the Verses, you've watched a show, let's call it BOTOS, BOTOS, and that's their equivalent of Soul Train, where several people are performing moves of different complexities, some simple, some extremely difficult, almost like breakdance worthy, and you just happen to pick up a thing or two from watching.
You know, I like to stay fit, so watching
Sorry, that was my bra.
been watching some different channels on dancing to make it a bit more fun than just lifting weights all day.
Really? And you can still tell he's a bit drunk. He stumbles as he slightly walks away from you and walks over to his friend, a Strix that you see. I posted the picture on Discord that goes by the name Ko. They are dressed. I'm gonna describe what they are dressed in, like what you would see from outside the club, and how that changes inside the club. She wears like a leather choker around her neck that has these like like little horns placed on them, and has a very like gothic like appearance. It looks to be just all black and white. On the back of her shirt, where the wings expand, if that shirt wasn't to rip, it would look like it would say like "suck it" or something like that. But once you arrive into the club, it has a lot of just lights that radiate to music on the collar, on the shirt, and even like just earrings that they are wearing. So it's a bit she has a gothic appearance, but it has rainbow like lighting kind of emanating from her. Them, sorry.
She's a raver.
Yeah.
Stained
I was
glass
thinking
specifically.
pastel goth, but nah. You had it.
I was thinking like gothic stained glass.
So Jeff goes over. Jeb goes over and says, "Do you believe that, Co? I lost to a person that watches things on dance shows. Isn't that crazy?" Co kind of just looks over, takes a glance at a toner, and eyes kind of squint for a second, and then kind of just like adjust back to what it is, and goes like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Ko's attention doesn't really seem to be too focused on the toner. Ko seems to just kind of be like just glancing around the room. And shortly after that moment, shot glasses are being handed over to everybody currently at the bar.
And Snow is going to tap on Gunner's shoulder, point over to the strip, and like, that's just kind of hot.
Let me see. What does this character look like?
So the pictures in Discord, it says Komart2. Komarta. The black and white Strix with the wings.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's pretty much that gear. A little bit less with armor, a little bit more with like a choker around the neck and things like that. And then just seeing things kind of glow in a club setting.
Yeah, kinda.
This is where I'm gonna actually switch over to here. So I use this one map for all three locations. If you look directly towards the center, you're gonna actually see there's a bartender place there. I think I started to put everyone's pieces there. I might have missed someone.
Yeah, I don't see me.
You're not there.
Not that I'm seeing.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. I used this one map for each location. I was using dynamic lighting. So now you should see everything in its entirety. There's the Lizard's Lounge. I'm calling this the bar area where you're located at. Towards the left side of the screen is going to be like street level. When you would leave out of the Lizard Lounge, the two white doors that are placed here would be the elevator doors that you would be coming out from. There's supposed to be a third area, but since Kalani isn't here, that I'm not going to go into detail about that part.
Gotcha.
But as I mentioned, these shot glasses are handed to each and every one of you. I don't think Jeb has been introduced to the rest of the party yet. But Jeb has met with Snow. So as soon as Jeb spots Snow, I was like, "Oh, hey, you're here too. I'm glad you made it."
Jeb was the one that was showing everyone around, right?
Yeah.
This is the first time he's seen Snow without having the full spacesuit on.
Actually, yeah, that is true. I'll make a roll. I'll see if he spots it or not. He takes a look around and he sees, because that day it was, or at the start of the day it was Kalani, you, and it was a toner there, right?
Yeah.
At this when it was doing like tours of the different locations.
Hmm.
So he's gonna just start with asking a toner and be like, "Hey, is the manager still around here?" Um, I'd imagine all of you are here together, and I don't know where Kalani is right now. He just kind of Jeb's looking over to a toner and is like, "Have you seen her?"
Now that you mention it, he like kind of looks around. He's like, I'm not seeing her anywhere. Um, but I see, Captain. Let me ask her, and he like just starts waving.
Oh no! Don't look at us! Don't look at us! Don't wave at us!
And he
I'm
just,
gonna
like,
use
starts
this.
waving towards Snow and Gunner. This is like over here.
Just don't look at him. don't don't engage.
I mean, I'm assuming I see who he's talking with.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, oh, okay, this is the person we're supposed to meet here.
Oh,
And
pretty scrawny fella.
she comes over.
Hey, Captain. Have you seen where Kalani got to?
She's in a meeting.
Oh, all right. And he goes back to his non-alcoholic drink.
I told you, I'm the manager, not happy.
At that, he just kind of like coughs on his drink a little bit. He like pounds his chest. He's like, "Well, you know," taps Jeb on the shoulder. He's like, ex Vescan military and all. Take the Vesk out of the army. You can't take the army out of the Vesk." Like awkward chuckle.
Go for bluff.
That's a 9 to bluff.
I hope you're not actually bluffing. I just wanted to make a joke.
Havoc's gonna walk over to Gunner and order some water.
Okay.
So how are you enjoying your night?
I'm teaching pretty much the whole club a dance I made up tonight.
I look at my watch. We've been here for like 15 minutes.
Yup.
How do you get into this kind of chaos in 15
I'm not
minutes?
sure. I just keep dancing and it just keeps working.
You know what? You just do that. Just don't talk in dead people's voices.
I'm trying not to, believe me.
I'll gladly take the dancing over that. But
Me
you just
too.
have fun. And I just order a drink.
I hope you have fun too, Gunner. I really mean that.
Well, I'm on the clock, so
Oh.
well, quote like air quotes on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, the whole crew is.
Technically. But in this RP, I'm on the clock. In this RP we made in the game.
So it's at this point in time that Sylvine, the bartender, who's just finally made a clockwork rotation of giving everyone a shot glass. Jeb instantly has his in his hand, ready to take the shot. Goes over, sees Having, and says, "Oh, hey, what can I get for you?"
Oh, just water.
Sure. And he says, "Are you gonna partake in the shot glasses with them? I mean, it's on him." And he points in Jeb's location. You can see Jeb is just in this like drunken posture where he's just like champion status, like yeah.
Oh,
Arms
believe me, I
stretched
want
out.
to, but I like kind of pat my stomach, just like alcohol does not agree with me.
I'll take hers.
Okay.
She's a driver.
I probably will be.
We took the bullet train. Unless you're driving.
Okay.
Also
Sylvine,
take a Veskin ship torpedo.
Sylvine looks towards your direction. I'm assuming you still have like your face is still completely
Yeah, it's covered up and
right?
everything. Yeah.
So he says, so how are you expecting to take these shots?
I have my ways.
A bendy
Like-
straw ejects from the top of his mask.
It's got swirls.
What does Holly say?
Emergency induction port.
Pretty much. Just like a little hole opens up in the front.
That was great. Sylvine looks over to you and says, would you care to demonstrate? And right before he can finish the word demonstrate, Jeb just goes, Kanpai! And raises his shot glass and just downs it.
I take mine. I do it while they're distracted.
So the whole time that you're doing it, Sylvine is looking directly at you. Does that change anything?
I mean, the way I would have it is that it would have like a small opening in the front for liquids and stuff to get through without the mask having to be totally taken off.
Mm-hmm.
So probably sees like a small little port open up in the front of the mask, like sort of where the tip of the muzzle would be, and just opens up, shot, and then it closes. If that at all, you might see my little teeth.
The real thing with Gunner still has all the baby teeth intact.
I'm actually a 3-year-old child in a body.
Badass bounty, baby teeth.
This is why I wear the mask. All the air bounty hunters would laugh at me.
So Silver, after seeing you do that, Silver like kind of goes over towards the bar side. He begins to collect all the shot glasses from everybody, and he puts it towards a sink that is placed just underneath one of the spots you see in front of you. He looks over towards the Gunner and just kind of looks like he's trying to whisper something towards you. Sees you're engaged in a conversation with Havoc, and then kind of pushes back and goes back over to Jeb and say, so another round for everybody or what? And Jeb just goes like, fuck yeah.
And So's also going to ask about the Strix to Jeb since I'm assuming that probably saw them conversing. The Queen chick is your friend?
Oh yes. I'm sorry. That's my friend Ko. She recently just got fired from her job and just wanted a bit of a release. And we've been partying for the last couple of days, and she tends, or I'm sorry, they tend to enjoy it. Yes, working on correcting my problems.
It's all good.
But yeah, they seem to enjoy this lifestyle. So Ko has been offering to just come and hang out since I can get people into this exclusive place for a decent price. And yeah, they continue to just like buy drinks and stuff for me throughout the night. And then no, I know that they are available, but I don't typically talk to Ko about that stuff. That there was a moment where I tried to hit it off with Ko, but right off the back said not interested, and we just kind of been friends since.
Then she killed me. I'm actually a ghost. You have to let me go.
Like, wait, but then who's picking up the tab? And Jeb just disappears.
Well, sure. Yeah, I could introduce. Just do this next shot with me. The having a hard time putting his words together at this point to kind of.
I mean, I will happily do the shot with you, but I also have the manager paying for my drinks. So
Oh shit! High baller. That's great.
Hey Jen, out of character. Is that true? I don't remember that.
it is true.
Oh,
The
nice.
manager did say enjoy some drinks downstairs.
Oh, you're right.
Which is gonna take care of. So yeah.
Okay, I'll have 15 Irish whiskeys.
Most expensive drinks.
I'll take a Veskin Fireball, a Lashunta Car Bomb.
Lashunta Car Bomb.
Snow's been getting various like high-end wine. You know how expensive that shit is at a club.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna swirl her glass towards Jeb. I told you I'm a manager.
Indeed, you did, and I don't know. He's kind of slobbish at this point, so kind of leans on your shoulder for a second, but then pushes off. Says, "I don't know why I questioned it, but you seem pretty cool. All of you kind of just seem pretty cool. You could tell like something might be up with Jeb now. He's starting to get on that emotional drunk side.
Okay.
We tend to get up into all kinds of mischief. It's nice to relax every so often, but you don't want to hang around too closely in case things end up getting messy.
It's a nice aura that you both just give off. Like I realized even hanging out with you both earlier, I thought it'd be awkward because I like Kalani and I thought that you were both gonna cock block me, but you didn't. And it's just things are nice around all of you. Like I have no reason.
Game is hilarious with him saying that. It's like, oh, you just have a nice aura about you. Snow has like 3 dark gifts. She has deep, like deep,
none of which
intimidating.
none of which has been expressed in Jeff's presence, so it's all great.
I just think it's funny, like on an out of game level. It's like, yeah, she's definitely being twisted by like a dark material, and he's like, you just have a great aura about you.
Mm-hmm.
It's at this point that Sylvine is making like the round where his bar is set up. So at this point, he's just arriving to where you and Jeb are and a toner are and starting to hand all of you a shot glass. This one looks to be almost like an emerald green color. You could almost kind of see through it. And he just says, yep, second round. Hands one to all 3 of you, hands it to some more characters that are not placed currently on the map, and starts to go towards the direction of Havoc and Gunner. Jeb is just like, yeah, just I don't know. When I'm around you both, like my sadness goes away. There's no reason to be sad around you two.
Well, that is kind of the job of an icon like Kalani is kind of, at least for a brief amount of time, take away the doldrums and sadness of the day to day.
He extends his arms out like as if he's trying to put one arm over Snow's shoulder and another one over a toner's. Because he's drunk, the arm that's going towards Snow kind of goes towards your neck and like kind of rubs off your neck and goes like, oh. And the one that goes towards a toner actually goes like perfectly around because he was looking directly at a toner as he says these words. So between you two and I, I'm sorry. Between you two and I, do you know if she likes me?
Isaac, did you just fucking fart?
Isaac.
Did my dog just fucking fart?
Oh yeah, that happens.
I
They're
forgot your
dogs.
dog's name is Havoc.
I said Isaac.
Yeah, I heard Isaac. I'm like, who's Isaac?
Oh,
I heard Havoc.
I heard Isaac, and I'm like,
This
Dead
is
Space?
sweet. Why are you asking your children to farting?
right. I was confused for a second. I'm glad I wasn't alone.
Isaac just crop dusted me. What the fuck? Ew. Ew, it smells. What the hell, dog?
In game, there's a character near Havoc with this terrible odor. That's just like I heard 3 shots.
Oh.
Yeah, there's always a few of them. But,
Once the back room closed, where else were they supposed to go?
Right.
so what was it that Devin said?
Does Kalani like me?
She's always so centered on her work. It's always hard to get a read if she really likes someone or not. But she certainly likes you enough to spend the time with you, and even come here to see you even more.
Is that? And he notices he's starting to get emotional. He's like, no, not here, not here. And he looks towards Ko, and like after looking at Ko's kind of giving like an odd look towards him. Just like, no. I was just having a good time. That's all. So Ko, I would like to introduce you to, and first looks towards Snow and just says, the manager. And then looks over to a toner and says, and the dancer that beat me, which you saw. Is like Tony, right? That was your name. He looks to a toner. Tony, right?
Yeah. Oh shoot! Now I'm trying to remember what name I said last week. Tone Tracks was what. Yeah, Tone Tracks.
Tone Tracks. Yeah.
And then we just shortened it to Tony. Yeah. Tony.
Yeah. Tony. He's real cool dude.
Tony.
You could call me Strider. I'm Kalani's manager. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh.
And the Strix walks over towards you. I should probably put a pawn on here somewhere. But the Strix walks over towards you and says, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and just kind of like pulls your hand, not pulls your hand, but like pulls your hand up, and kind of just at a quick glance can tell that you have like some type of cybernetics on you, and says, nice tech, and gives a wink.
Yeah, it helps me handle my job and get around on this busy lifestyle. And she indicates the essentially the exoskeleton that is meant to look like an all-purpose, almost like a portable wheelchair. So,
Okay, that should be it there. So you can call her either name. She does take a bit of time. It's just like, oh, so are you from around here, or?
not really. We tend to spend most of our time at Absalom Station, and we kind of tour around. We've been trying to build up more of our repertoire.
Oh, so you're famous.
Well, I'm not famous. I'm the manager of someone who is more famous, Kalani.
I haven't heard of a Kalani, but
Let me tell you.
Check out this website.
That's what getting hit on in Starfinder looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So as you begin to pull up the website and just start to just unravel and unleash just a whole world of things that go. It's at this point in time that Sylvine is back over towards Havoc and Gunner. And as he's handing out shots to every person, when he gets to Havoc, he's like, oh, Havoc didn't take the last one. I'm going to give both of these to Gunner. And he says over to Gunner, and Havoc, you would hear this easily, but he says, so what's the real reason you're here for? You don't look dressed like everyone else here.
1 second.
And his eyes are just set directly on Gunner. With all that being said.
So do I hear this or only Havoc hear this?
That was spoken directly to Havoc, or I'm sorry, directly to Gunner, but Havoc did hear it. Like it wasn't
Okay.
whispered or anything like that. It was said at a low tone. With the conversation on the other side of the bar and the sound of the club music, they probably didn't hear it. But Havoc being directly next to you definitely heard this being said.
I'm just watching out for one of my clients.
And who would that be?
I'm not sure if you heard them. Sort of a rising pop star, Kalani.
Kalani. Is this? I mean, how long has this pop star been rising for? Sounds new.
Unfortunately, I'm not really sure. I don't go into my history of my clients. If you really want to learn about her, you'd want to ask, and I point over to Snow. Her, she's the manager of the whole thing. I'm just sort of hired to make sure that no one gets too rambunctious about it. Oh, look at that. She's already talking about her. She just loves to talk about her client.
Snow puts up like a 3D model of Kalani, and then Jeb starts like drooling on the side. Just a little bit. He's still trying to have a cool demeanor, so he's trying not to do it too much, but you definitely catch like that one little bit of slobber there.
I'm definitely going to have to watch that guy.
He likes some furries.
God damn
it. He seems like he'd be one of those people. But hey, as long as he's paying for drinks.
Sylvine, he hands both of the shots to you, and he says, well, then I wouldn't be surprised if my boss was to introduce this icon. He looks over, pretty one. I wouldn't be surprised if my boss was to introduce this icon to Neva. She also happens to be here.
Who?
Oh, you never heard of him?
I mean, I work for these people, but I don't exactly partake in the culture.
Oh, so we have another rising, or I should say not rising, but we have another star named Neva Kavetska here with us tonight. They have their own VIP room set towards the back, and our boss is having drinks be supplied to them. I actually just got a message to deliver a thing of red wine over to the room.
Huh. What a coincidence. 2 idols in one place.
Yeah, I mean, it
Was this a
happens.
planned thing, or did she just kind of show up like we did?
I mean, this is one of the most popular clubs in Kuvakara, so we do have icons stop in from time to time. In most cases, we don't have multiple icons at once unless one of the icons is doing like a, hey, for my fans, come meet up at the Lizards Lounge this Saturday and hang out with me. And, there's usually
The whole meet and greet thing, yeah.
Yeah, there's usually something set up, and most of the times the fans aren't even lucky enough to meet them. They pay all this high price money just to get inside. And business. The boss is happy. The icon gets more fans because people are talking about him. It's like a win-win lose situation for most people.
Yeah, no, I get you. Interesting.
So that's
I guess I have to keep my eye out on that.
There's something I want to ask you though. And he says it's gonna have to wait until, and then you hear Jeb again, "Kanpai!" and just downs another shot. He's like, it's gonna have to wait until I come back though.
Yeah, something tells me you might be busy as long as that guy's at the bar.
All right. He's going to he's gonna collect all the shot glasses just to make sure that the bar is clean. You see he presses a device on the side of his ear, and he continues to make drinks until another bartender shows up to take over his spot. And he just begins to walk with this like what looks to be expensive bottle of red wine in his hand. It even the design of it. It even has. Why can't I think of the name of it? I'm gonna come back to it, but the design of it looks extremely fancy, and it looks like something like Icons would do, like a live stream or put a video out somewhere saying like, "Hey, when I drink wine, I use Hoplite Pro."
Mm-hmm.
Or
My beer of choice is Miller Lite.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, it's no second.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I usually don't care for it, and then I get a mixed drink.
Well, that escalated quickly.
And I'm also gonna send that information of the other pop star to Snow, like through the communicator. We got competition.
So Sylvian is going to leave the scene for a little bit. Another bartender is going to kind of fill in the place. And Sylvian will be back shortly. I'm just going to keep until it's out of sight, out of mind. If you are trying to keep like an eye on the direction Sylvian is going, it's the same way that you were going towards the manager's office, through the kitchen, and then you saw the kitchenette, several different other places it went to, followed by a manager's office. But it's going to go in that direction.
Okay.
Jeb and so we cut back to Ko. Ko is just like, well, I'm surprised I never heard of this artist, but I guess I'm not as much into the mainstream stuff, so that's probably why. What do you listen to?
Oh right. Also, I sent Snow. Go get him, Captain.
Oh no! Oh no! Only you were an envoy.
The kind of music I'm into, I tend to dabble around, just kind of keep my ear out for what's really going to be on the rise.
And where are you from again?
Oh, I'm from all over the place, but mostly at Song Station.
So after taking the shot, I'm gonna make a roll real quick. Okay, consistent. All right. Ko just looks over towards you and just says, "Oh, well, I would love to listen to any music that you have." And you see through her face, you can see that she looks to be a bit bummed out, and she follows up with like, "I just recently lost my job, and things aren't looking too hot for me right now. But if you, give me a perception check."
Let's see how we.
With a 38, Ko is definitely like inspecting or checking you out at this point. And Ko says, if you would like to tell me where you got that tech from, that would be great. I'm looking in the market to get some new things done to me.
What are you looking for?
So one of the things that I'm looking for is I'm just pulling it up in the module because there's actually some tech. So give me a quick second as the PDF loads that page.
Hey, I just woke up from a nap.
Hi.
Damn, I owe you $5. Good morning.
It's actually kind of a good time for you to wake up, actually. I'm going to finish playing this part out. I'll come back to you. How are you feeling?
Yeah, this elf guy is thirsty. There's a lot of thirsty people right now. I think it's these shots.
So I'm going to come back to Ko. Ko says, well, two things that I want to have done is one of the I realize that every once in a while, sometimes my emotions get the best of me. So I've been keeping my eye on a emotional regulator as one of the things that I'm looking into. The second thing that I'm also looking into is, well, it was for the type of work that I did. It's she kind of looks around and seeing like if anyone else seems to be listening in on the conversation. Jeb doesn't seem to be focused on the conversation. Jeb is kind of having a conversation with a toner. I don't know if a toner would be eavesdropping.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay. So they, Ko would take like Ko reveals both of her hands, and kind of places her hands in your hands. Okay, I think you get what I mean. I'm struggling with trying to say it a certain way, but Ko places Ko's hands on top of your hands and says, the type of work that I do, revolve these and revolve being really good with these. One of the jobs that I had failed because things were tracked back to me due to my fingerprints being spotted. The next piece of work that I want done is to get adaptive fingerprints to prevent that from happening again. And
Just
do you want to apply it to this?
Did
And her doing this is going to bring up a bunch of recommendations of all different types of things that go into like the mood modification as well as the the two things that you were talking about.
Okay. So I'm gonna take it back 2 steps to the right before you do that process. As she was talking to you with her words, and she was kind of like showing a sign through body language, having both of her hands on top of yours. Just like these are the things that I want worked on. And you see, as Ko's hands were placed on top of yours, you just felt like a bit of ease placed on the hands, where it's not like stiff or anything. Kind of as it's like skin on skin contact, you just feel almost like a release through body language. Nothing being said, nothing anyone else is picking up in the room.
Going into like talk about like some of the other things that we recently got, like the wing and show off the wing.
And she's just enthralled by it. But give me another perception check.
That's 20 plus plus 19.
She's committed to everything that you are showing to Ko. Ko is every word that comes out of your mouth is understood 110%. Every article, every website that you show, Ko seems to be focused on it, but not 100% focused to the websites and the links. You do catch glimpses of Ko looking towards like your eyes and your face as you pull up another website. Like, oh, and there's this website. Now you could already see the eyes were kind of like locked onto you, and then glances to what you had to show.
He's gonna.
You happen to have a drive if you wanted to pick up some of this stuff. Most of it is going to be
I don't have that set up yet. Not at the moment. I've just kind of just been enjoying this, and they stretch out their arms like this lifestyle of loud music and bright lights and dancing. So, so you like to get around?
I need to, show off my
And the night.
I see. I see. I would love to see your ship. Maybe even later today, depending on how things go here.
We'll see how things go. I also have another stop to make. But once that is done, I can easily take you to get everything that you need.
I think we have a lot that we need to discuss. And Ko looks over to the bartenders, not Sylvine, and you could see that Ko feels some type of way that maybe Ko is just used to Sylvine being like the regular and just like, so I don't know the name of the drink I normally order, but I need you to make me a drink. It looks kind of blue. It has a lime at the top with a couple something in it that makes it sparkle. Can you make that for me? And the bartender says, I could try. That could be anything, but I could try.
Can I do a quick search as to what it is?
Sure.
Yeah, Yosoki tail trap, I know.
Ooh, nat 1. Still
Ooh,
a
let me bring up
Oh.
the card.
Tables.
This is what's gonna happen to your date.
Oh no!
Ooh, it's the wound effect.
You try to recall what this drink is, but just like you have a profession with computers, and some people have a profession with like space and plants and planets and things like that. You are not
Of the drink, and it's like, okay, there's like 3 million options.
right. Um,
How about me? Would I be able to?
You are not even here.
so I'm actually going to take this time to actually cut to where you are right now,
Okay.
because this is actually a good spot to come back to. So last session, everyone went to the Lizard's Lounge. There was this whole process of stuff. There was a whole process of things that happened. When they arrived, there were 2 guards set up at the front that took some of our group's weapons, saying like these weapons aren't allowed in. Some of the other ones were placed in, like Gunner claimed, hey, I am a paid security guard for Kalani. So Gunner got like the green light to bring things in, but some of the other party members don't have all their stuff. Secondly, we arrived at the Lizard's Lounge. There was a dance battle that happened between Atoner and Jeb. Atoner ended up winning it for the most part. And Jeb is taking this time to kind of like celebratory buy everyone shots and drinks. It was at this point in time that Jeb was going to try to bond with you, but the club owner called one of the guards to have you escorted up to the club owner. You did not come alone, though. Both Snow and Gunner traveled with you, and there was a conversation held last session. And it ultimately came to the point where the club owner was like, look, there's a business opportunity here. I would like to have a moment alone with Kalani. Consider your drinks counted for by me. And they kind of just left. I don't want to say they left you, but they agreed to the terms with Snow saying no deals can be made. Like you can't form a deal without me being here. So it's at this point in time, you're just alone with the club owner. It's a female Vesk that during the whole time of the conversation, she was playing like hologram solitaire in front of you, and a lot of her attention was focused on the hologram and not even really giving eye contact to you three. Now that those two have are escorted away, we carry out that scene from here.
Okay.
So the owner's name is Zernala. Let me just pull one thing up real quick on my end. Okay, so Zernala goes over towards you and says, "Look, I have a small favor to ask of you."
All right. Go ahead.
So I am fortunate enough that you are the second icon to be here at my club tonight. I would like to promote a bit more business than what I currently have. And I've given Neva a VIP room with drinks being escorted to Neva herself. I would like if the both of you could just put a video out promoting this location. I would give you my most expensive red wine that I own.
I'm not very good with the computer aspect. That would be my business manager, Snow. But I don't see why I couldn't do something to promote the Lizard Lounge for you.
Zernala looks and like, look, it's very simple. Do you have you're clearly an upcoming icon, so you must have like some social media of some sort to reach out to fans. Did you what do you use? Do you use like the Penumbra app? Do you use like Jagogram? What services do you use?
Jaegergram.
um, again, I'm not the person really to ask concerning that. That's my business manager, Snow. She does really all that stuff for me. Just because there's other things that I am better at, and she's better at that stuff than I am. So I would need her back here, but so you could have the answers to your questions.
So now is gonna follow up with gonna follow up with this. Look, I would rather not get your manager involved in this. It's very easy promotion. All I'm just asking for is you to be in one video. I can go on our website. I can just have a video of just you and Neva having a good time. It could be a 10 or 15-second video just saying, hey, this is my favorite place to hang out in Verses. Come to the Lizards Lounge. Simple as that.
I'm really good. I mean, we're almost like sisters, so she kind of pretty much does all that type of stuff for me. And I'm not really comfortable without her assistance. I mean, I don't have a problem with it and whatnot. It's just I'd rather have her Snow around. And it's not that big, I don't think that would be that big of a deal. I mean, she's a pretty easygoing person as my business manager, but
She seems very determined she seemed very determined to be a very hard client for me. I feel like just with the aura that you give off, that this would just be a lot easier if this is something that you and I could accomplish. If you feel the need that your manager needs to be here for this small little marketing thing, I could arrange something, but could I ask for you to at least spend a bit of time with Neva just so you both can kind of get to know each other?
yeah, I don't see why not. But as I said, the hashing of the business side of things, I'd rather have my business manager Snow assisting me in that stuff. I really prefer it. I mean, I don't know very much about computers and whatnot, and she does. She's much better off than I am, and she takes care of that type of stuff for me.
Okay. So how about do you know who Neva is?
She thinks on it, and she's going to use her knowledge to see if she does. So hold on one second. Let me grab my character sheet. I think I'm gonna do a culture check. Culture check with my expertise, and I'm going to do my Akashic download. It gives me a +4 bonus. So, roll here for me. +20 2, 3. Should be at 39 in culture.
Is that 39?
Yeah.
Okay. When you try to recall anything on the name Neva Kabetska, I put a picture in the Discord. It's the picture of the girl with the green hair, the purple dress with like the sort of lime green on the sides.
Mm-hmm.
She is a singer based. She is a Berthani singer and a celebrity in her early 20s. She just recently released an album called Sensation, which has been getting very good reviews. And she uploads several music videos of fashion and makeup, and she is like a somewhat trending icon right now.
I know just some small basics about her and her name, but I haven't really met her in person.
How about I just introduce you two and see if you two get along?
All right, sounds okay to me.
So, Boss Nala hits she has an earpiece in her ear. She goes to the earpiece and says, I need one of the security guards to take Neva over to the VIP balcony. And you see at some point, Boss Zernala presses her hand up against her ear, which you're assuming she just got a message back from one of the guards. And she says, all right, right this way. And she begins to just walk down a hallway with you. And before you get to where the balcony is, I'll say like 40 seconds before you will get to where the balcony would be located. Boss Nala says, and bring me bring me my most best wine that I own. And after releasing the hand off of the earpiece, says, just in case you decide this is something you want to do.
Bring me Mambo number 5.
Okay, so you're escorted out to the balcony side. From the balcony, you can see how you're on the 13th story of this building. So you have a nice like city view of everything. The lights that this city provide look amazing from your current location. And shortly afterwards, this 20-year-old Berthani singer approaches from behind you, and she's like, "Oh, hey, girl." And you see I don't want to use the word comm unit. I don't want to use the word cell phone. So I'm just going to say
Smart.
cell unit.
Pager.
We're going to outdate it.
Typically, it's just communicator.
Yeah.
Your Nokia.
So you see in her one hand, she has a communicator. She looks to not be live streaming, but she looks to have like a camera app or some application where the camera's just uploaded on it. She's like, hey, all of my fans, make sure to follow. And she looks over towards you and with her head facing away from the phone says, what's your name again?
Oh,
Make sure to follow Kalani because, you know, if you're my fan, you're her fan too. We stick together.
oh, dang, Isaac.
And she hits the button that was recording And she says, that wasn't I didn't feel good with that one. I'm going to have to do another one later. She says, oh, hi, it's nice to meet you. And she goes to immediately shake your hand.
Yeah, I take it and give a shake.
And she says, your name is Kalani?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Well, a planet that really is no more. Long story, but I don't really have a home now.
Oh.
She says, oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, but I know sometimes that motivates us to make really great songs.
Yeah, it was an interesting story how I got it found, I guess you can say. It wasn't expected. And I tell her the story of how I meet.
During the middle of telling your story, the club owner walks away for a second. So it was just the both of you, and never places her hands on top of yours. You're like, look, I'm really sorry to hear that, but us icons are gonna stick together. We might have had a rough childhood or thing growing up, but sometimes our stories helps out our fans a lot with their problems. And that makes my heart feel better. Are you a singer? Are you a dancer? I don't really know you that well.
I'm a singer.
How many albums have you put out?
Actually, I haven't really put out any albums yet. Again, as I said, I basically assisted whatever that group was.
AMPM.
Yeah, I assisted AMPM when one of the ladies was very sick and couldn't do her part, so I kind of stepped in to help.
That's an interesting way to start your career. How long ago was that?
Not very long. What, about a month or so?
There goes all the work that's no to build you up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit.
Hey, it's a 50-50. You put the website together, but when it comes to the actual career and what's being said, and you're not around to back it up.
Currently, this website's being updated. She could not have made it without her amazing, beautiful, and awe-inspiring manager, who is currently single. Wink.
And looking for amazing new talent.
Looking for like quotations, amazing new talent.
Shortly afterwards, your conversation gets cut when Boss Zanala comes back up. She's holding this this very expensive looking like bottle of wine with just red ale that looks almost like blood cells red color. It has what looks to be almost like an engraved sigil on it, which was the word I couldn't think of earlier. And it looks like it was put on there just to like signify how fancy this bottle is going to be. This is clearly like several thousand credit bottle placed in front of you both. And Zernologist says, look, this is on the house. If you both just want to do a 10-second promo video for me. Neva looks over to you and is like, well, that's great. Sign me up. And looks over to you. What do you say?
I don't have a problem with that. I'd just rather have my business partner, manager, here with me.
For the promo video? And this is being said by Neva.
Make sure things go smoothly on the things. The electronic and computer based stuff I pretty much how she handles for me, because I'm not as good about that stuff than she is.
It just takes a look over and says, oh, can we get back to you on that video? And Zernala, looking annoyed at this point, just like snatches the bottle and says, tell my guards when you're ready. And Zernala begins to walk away. Just from what you can hear from outside of the door, is two guards placed there, kind of just having small talk, back forth, back forth, back forth. They don't seem to be even trying to make an attempt to eavesdrop into your conversation. That looks like, they probably get paid enough just to do what they're doing now. They're just shooting the shit at this point. Neva looks over to you and just like, are you worried that this club owner is going to try to do something bad?
No, not right. Not really. No. It's just, as I said, my business manager really does help run the business side of things with even the smallest deals and stuff.
She runs the ship.
Mm-hmm.
That's the phrase.
Pretty much. Yeah, she pretty much does the majority of the stuff for me and the promotions and whatnot that I'm involved in.
Well, when was the last time you've been here to the Lizards Lounge?
Actually, this is my first time here, more or less.
Well, this is like my 12th time here, but and she glances to like away from the building where like the city lights and everything are. She's like, there's no other place in Bercy's where you'll get a view like this from the 13th floor of this building. This is definitely photo worthy. And she goes and says, let me take a look at your website. And she pulls out,
Oh no.
pulls out the communicator, takes a look through it, and
This is
says,
only gonna start snowballing.
takes a look, and is just like, oh, you don't have much here. It's just the one performance. Who are these people on the stage with you?
They're friends of mine.
That one right there, he's kind of cute. I think it's a he. He has like a bucket or something on his head.
Damn.
is a helmet. Thank you.
Yeah, that would be my friend Gunner. He's kind of shy and prefers to wear his helmet. It's not really a bucket; it's a helmet.
Thank you.
And the other person looks like the size of a car.
Oh, a toner.
I was talking about the
Joe
My-
Baran.
I was about to say,
Oh.
I believe it was Jobron who was on the stage.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
dang,
was-
you right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, and as I said, they're my friends. That's Joe Baron.
Yeah.
Joe Rob built like Kingpin from Spider-Verse.
Power armor is weird fashion to me. I don't know. I just don't get it.
Well, being a singer is not my first profession.
And what's that?
Part of a I guess you can say a mercenary group. We go out and do odd jobs.
And those jobs is what brought you here.
Yeah.
Are you here for me?
Is it ever sticky getting mercenary job and a icon kind of job together? I would imagine you would be the biggest face of your group. I would assume you would run things.
I might be the more well known in the group now, but I'm not the one in charge. No.
That sounds like a missed opportunity.
It was, as I said, it was kind of a last minute thing, and we were working, and we came across AM PM, and one of the girls ended up being really sick and couldn't take the stage, so they asked me to go in for her, and so that's kind of how I got started, and haven't really done much since.
She continues looking through the website and just says, well, look, if not for us being friends just now, what if, let's say I have a way that we can get that bottle of wine for free. Would you be interested? Was I heard the last part? Did I forget the whole shift?
I heard you.
Okay,
I
cool.
heard
Okay, cool.
Don't know where Kalani went.
Yeah,
I'm right here.
being a pain in the butt. Sorry.
Okay, it's no problem. But she's gonna say, if I'm able to get that bottle of wine for free, would that interest you? I think I might have a way where I think I might be able to get a very nice discount.
Really much of a wine drinker, so yeah, if you want, go
So
for it.
I'm gonna I gotta go to the bathroom, but I come back, I'll see what I can do. And she's gonna walk over to the 2 guards that are guarding the entrance, and she's like, "Hey boys," kind of places one hand on each shoulder, says, "I'm gonna just go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back." And she just kind of like cups her hand underneath the chin of the one of them that you can see, and they just like just for a moment they're just like super excited and kind of, oh, a celebrity just touched me. And
Oh, what a simp.
she's gonna step away. I'm gonna take that time to switch over to everyone else over here.
Sounds like
Alright.
You're washing my shoulder again.
So that's how I killed the Bigfoot.
All right. So when we come back, I'm gonna take it from Jeb's point of view, with Jeb making his way back towards this the area where all of you are located. Jeb is gonna 1 second.
Jeb is gonna
Okay.
ow.
He must have hit his chin on the bar. In his stomach.
No, the kitten began to climb my leg.
Yeah.
It was just like, as soon as I said Jeb, I just felt these tiny claws that was like going up. I was like, oh.
Yep.
Let me up.
Yeah.
That's cat's for you.
I require highness.
And attention.
Give me
Jeb
the
heads back over without the red bottle that I saw Jeb walk with before. When Jeb returns, he sees this bartender's like, "No, wait, you're doing the wrong ingredients. Is this for Ko? Oh, Ko's gonna be pissed." And he's like, "Oh, stop." And he goes over. "No, you mix this in afterwards, and that's how you get the sparkle."
At least somebody knows how to make that drink, right?
Yeah. The Blue Cosmo is a very rare drink. Really nice to anyone that knows it, but it's the process to make it can be difficult. And then says, "All right, Ko, this is for you." And Ko just takes the other glass, hands it over to Snow, and says, "Yeah, please tell me more about the ship of yours."
It's decent size. Could hold plenty of a crew, though we've been running a bit light on crew members. It's, I believe, a large class, a former military destroyer.
Has a llama and a large dog.
We do have a couple of pets on board. Hope you're not allergic.
Well, I am enter, and you see Ko turns Ko's head towards the right. Jeb at this point is starting to step away from the bar and is heading towards the people that Havoc taught how to dance.
He's had quite a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think tonight's going to be another one of those nights for Jeb, but he's adorable, but he's too soft for me.
He's a baby man.
What were we talking about?
Jeb.
Baby
Poor
man.
simp Jeb.
Baby man.
And from a distance, and all of you can see this, Jeb is seeing this same routine being done by the others. And Jeb is like, "All right, I got to give this a try. Let's try it." And it's just from the start not doing well, bumping into people, sliding in people. In the Macarena where he's like stretching his arms out, someone just like did a jump turn and he like slapped him in the face.
Oh.
Yeah. Ko is just like, yeah, it's gonna be one of those nights. But I'm not gonna babysit him tonight. My attention needs to be elsewhere.
Ooh.
Jeb yells, "Hey, Tony, get over here!"
Tony.
Snow is going to whisper over to a toner. You might want to keep an eye on him.
When I get assigned babysitting duty.
Yeah, got it, boss.
You don't have to keep an eye on him. That's what hired help is for.
The toner pulls out his fake eye. My eyes on him.
Deb, catch.
Question is he gonna have a good freak out or a bad freak out? Depends on the drinker.
After several failed attempts with Jeb just looks over to Toner. Is like, "Look, Toner, I can't get this. This dance is dumb. I don't get it.
Who you calling dumb?
What you did was so much cooler. Well, yeah, show me again what you just did. We need to show these people what actual dancing looks like."
Oh, them's fighting words.
Okay. Watch me whip. Watch me nay nay. Watch me whip.
Why did that
Watch
remind me
me
of the
nay-nay.
YouTube video where the kid's whipping and nay-naying like silently sobbing where his parents
That's
argue
what
in the
I'm
background?
referencing. Watch me whip. No, watch me nay-nay. No, watch me whip. You just hear
God.
arguing in the background. I'm sorry.
I took that time just now to enjoy my 3 bowls of ramen that are next to me.
Oh damn, that's a lot of bowls.
Impressive.
Something I picked up from 3 or 4 sessions ago with a toner.
All right.
Full circle. I actually have three bowls of ramen right here in one bowl.
Yeah, a toner tries to appease Jeb by trying to recreate the dance. You got a 5 on the die for 21 total athletics.
So the dance isn't the exact moves you use when you beat Jeb, but they're still good moves. Jeb is trying to keep up, and he's, for being pretty messed up on the drinking, he's somewhat keeping up. A bit sloppy on his delivery of certain moves, but manages to keep up with you, at least with rhythm. And Jab just says like, "Yeah, this move isn't so bad either. I'm gonna get all the girls with this move." Woo! Why'd you stop? Did I say something?
No, what?
These moves were never meant to get others. They're for yourself. You fail.
You fail at that.
You have to have respect for the dance.
This isn't about picking up people, it's about picking yourself up from your bullshit dancing. You are no student of mine.
I'm laughing pretty hard on my end over here. That was why I didn't progress. I'm sorry. Jev, the track that was playing, another song is transition in, and Jeb's just like, I don't like this. I don't like this song. Like, hey, Tony, you're so cool.
What
Can I ask you something?
what genre is the song, by the way?
That's a good question. Let's see. I'm going to say that this song that's playing is actually going to be one of Neva's new songs. The book tells me her latest album called Sensation is a well-received blend of synth pop and chunka beats. Not 100% what chunka is, but it's like a very synth pop type song. It's like, God, yeah, this isn't my jam.
Yeah, I kind of prefer stuff that has like a more heavy set beat. Reminds me of marching.
And he looks over towards you and says, "Hey, Cody, did you go to the, so you're friends of Kalani, and I met Kalani at the Sky Jade. Were you at the Sky Jade also?"
I'm trying to remember where the Sky Jade was. This is a few
Yeah,
seconds
The-
ago.
that's the
Yeah.
hotel we're at.
Oh, that's the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm staying there right now.
I think we should have met prior. You're really cool. I think we're friends now.
Is this friendship?
Do you have MySpace? I can add you on my MySpace account.
God.
I think I got that. Was that a communicator? The first app that loaded on his phone is a Penumbra app, and he kind of just like, not that.
I mean, we already kind of knew that one.
Yeah.
Don't believe I got a MySpace, but it looks like it's easy to create. Hey, how would you feel like posing in a picture with me?
He's gonna look over towards Snow to like try and see if she gives him any signal or anything, or if she's not paying attention at all.
She is not paying attention. She's more focused on something else.
I feel like the signal you're getting is not the signal you should be getting. Or I guess in this case, maybe the signal that you're getting is maybe like an unintentional cold shoulder where Snow's attention just isn't set on Jeb at all. Back's turned. And more importantly, Snow might actually be smiling a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell is
apparently
that?
Snow's having a
Maybe.
really good
What the
time
hell
over
face
there.
is she
I
making?
just thought about that.
Yeah, she was like,
Toner just breaks out in a cold sweat.
I go down to Havoc. I think she might be under some kind of spell. Can you double check?
It's that dark aura.
Something might not. I don't think something's not right about that smile. It's unusual on all different levels.
she's getting her groove
We aren't called
on.
the sad space furries for nothing. What is this? We're breaking continuity.
we got to be sad. Glad is not in
Gotta
the
be
contract.
sad. So unless that person's gonna be dead in the next 15 minutes, we're fucked.
Terrible.
I can't help but think back to Vil and her girlfriend.
Oh,
It's like, that was
no.
also before we were called the Sad Space Furries.
Yeah. Before I did a murder.
It wasn't a murder, it was a mercy killing.
You call it what you want.
It was just euthanasia with the sniper rifle.
3 times.
Hey, it's not my fault you're a bad shot.
I hit every time, motherfucker. You wanna start statistics? Let me tell you. The only thing that made it a very long death was that grenade bouquet didn't do shit.
Brandon.
Yes.
There was actually something I wanted to do while Snow is chatting up Ko. if
Ugh.
Jubilee could do a search on code to see if there's any issues that may spring up.
Wait, say
Hitman.
that one more time.
As Snow is chatting up Co,
Mhm.
Jubilee is going to do a search on Co to see if anything worrisome or troublesome pops up.
Oh, the previous job was a hitman, so that's a little concerning. I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Mechanic with a drone. You could do two things separately. Especially at this level, the drone has its own, albeit minor level, AI system.
Impressive.
When you look into Co, let me. What would that be? Would that be
Computers are
computers?
37.
Sure.
So yeah, 37 total.
37. Quick second. I have a tab.
Somehow, after doing all the proper changes accordingly, Jubilee's computers is actually better than Snow's. Which is awesome. And it's also saying something.
Saboteur.
Sorry, 1 second. Kitten's like ripping me up again. It's the ramen. She's been like making it, and she climbed the chair and then climbed up my leg. Not the point. When you look into Co, any information you can find on Co, just about from her previous work, Co seemed to be a I gotta find like the right way to word this. So I'm going to not use the word scientist because Co is not a scientist. However, Co did work for a corporation in like their science and their science department of things.
Like more like a researcher.
Yeah, not one to do like experiments and stuff that would involve like plants or animals or people or anything like that, but one to do research and information into that.
So more of like a analyst researcher.
Yeah.
Modifications for minor level stuff like that.
I'm gonna actually cut this Solvine really quick. Talking to Gunner because now this is gonna be another like going directly to Gunner and saying, "Look, some strange things is kind of happening right now. So if there is something you're here for, I think now is the time to tell me."
What do you mean by strange?
Just unusual stuff on a normal night here.
And what do you mean specifically by that? Do we have an issue? Is my client in danger?
It shouldn't be, but is there more? Is there another reason that you could be here?
Not that I've been informed of. Would you like to inform me of what's going on instead of going around the bush?
He takes a look around. He's going to try to make a check to kind of sense motive, to sense if he can sense if there's something that you're not telling him that he feels that he needs to know. I'm consistent with roles today, apparently. Okay. A 26 sense motive.
I mean, pretty much my only job here is to make sure that people are safe because I'm the one currently wearing armor besides a toner. So as far as Gunner's concerned, he's just protection because he has nothing to do with the idol stuff. He has nothing to do with anything else. So when he says he's trying to protect his clients, he is trying to protect his clients, which are his crew.
Well, that's what you say. You sense just in his tone that he's
Skeptical.
yeah.
Mm.
No, just some there's something just unusual in the air with tonight. I don't have a good feeling in my gut with things right now. Something just seems off. Can't really put my finger on it.
Well, if you had to put it on anything, what would you be a betting man about?
Well, besides all the dancing that goes on here, a lot of the people that come to this club, as of lately, usually use that Penumbra app that's going around. Tonight, not too many people are using it, which is a little weird.
Has there been any news on the Penumbra app? I don't exactly use it, so I don't know much about it.
I mean, it's an app for more or less the younger generation of people, and the younger generation of people in this club aren't really using it tonight. I don't know why. Just something unusual. Just like you wearing that helmet in the bar and taking shots with it. So I figured there's probably something else here that you're not telling me.
Well, I'm not telling you not telling you anything I don't know, but I definitely need to figure out what the heck's going on about that.
He's gonna look over. Is Havoc still next to Gunner?
Yep.
He's gonna look over towards Havoc and say, "What about you? This Penumbra app? Do you use it?
Nope.
Why not?"
I'm just paranoid about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I saw.
So what?
Don't worry about it. This is between me and Jen. It really is.
I think I know what it is, but all right. Yeah, I'm just paranoid about like data and like all that stuff. I'm just worried about people I don't know taking my data, like personal information. Plus, I really don't have time for it.
Making a sense motive check against you as well. And it's Sylvina's gonna respond. Now look, I see all types of people come into this club. Rich, poor, great lifestyle, poor lifestyles. Um, points towards Jeb, like disgusting drunks, nice drunks. I've developed a good knack for knowing when something's going on. Now, you both may not feel comfortable with talking to me about whatever it is, but I would just keep my eyes peeled a little bit sharper than what you're doing now.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, so, thanks for everything. I'm gonna immediately start heading for snow.
I'm
Okay.
gonna follow him, because now I'm nervous. Hello?
Okay. I'm going to take this time to switch back over and go over to the balcony where our other icon would be coming back. So when we snap over to Kalani, Neva comes back with the same red bottle that you saw before, the same exact one. If it's not the same one, she managed to get like the label. It's again a pretty expensive bottle, several thousand credits just to own it. And she steps forward. She goes through the two guards, kind of again says like another nice comment, like, "Aren't you guards so cute protecting us?" And the same one kind of melts a little bit more. And once she walks past the guards, she says, "Well, I know that the owner of this club has a thing for explicit photos. So let's just say I made a deal and I got this for us." Do you like red wine?
Somewhat. It depends on how sweet tasting it is. I prefer sweet and fruity tasting wines more than regular other wines. So it just depends.
Well, this bottle, she takes a look over it, says, from the freshest berries of Castroville.
Ooh.
So hopefully it lives up to its name. I've never had it before, but I would love to have the first sip be with you, to starting your career off, and tonight be another stepping stone for me and advancing in my career.
Sounds like a good plan.
So she looks around. She asks the guards if they can get two wine glasses, and says, hopefully it won't take them that long. They're so nice here. She just continues to wait for a bit, strikes up more of a conversation with you, saying, how would you like to work together on a new song sometime? We could collab.
That sounds like a pretty good thing. I'm up for it.
I think that would be really exciting. You have just a nice spirit, and who knows, maybe I could reach out to some of my older contacts, or you could reach out to some of yours, or the friends that you mentioned, and maybe they could also do it and get a little bit of fame if that's what they desire.
I can talk with them about it.
It's just the two, right? The one that looks like a truck and the one with his bucket on his head.
I have a few others. I have a couple others. My business manager is actually one of my friends, and I have a couple other friends that's part of our group.
Oh, I think that's great. You have such a connection of people that sound like they care for you, given that your home was destroyed, or be it what happened to your home planet.
Basically, it froze over. The sun of our planet basically was dying, so that basically meant our planet was dying.
That sounds like the worst way to go. The guard comes back with two wine glasses, and kind of to like strike up something between the guards. She's like, "Oh, aren't you just my favorite guard?" And he blushes up. Veskin. They're both Veskin guards, but he blushes up. The other vest kind of says in Veskin, like, "You're getting soft, man."
I kind of laugh since I understand.
She begins to pour the wine into your glass. She begins to pour the wine into her glass. She puts the wine bottle down. She has her communicator out. She's like, should we do a video, or do you want this to just kind of be between us?
Guess we could. I don't see why not.
Okay. You see that she takes the time to like place the glasses on the table in front of you. She looks like she's trying to find like a good angle where it would be, where it could be the both of you, the glasses, and like the city city skyline behind it. So she's beginning to just kind of do a process where she's just kind of like quickly moving the glasses, moving steps in front of you, move the glasses, like, no, we need to put the camera here. No, camera needs to go here. Do this. The bright light of Lizard Lounge, and okay, I think this will work. And she says, so how about we just rehearse a line? I'll say one sentence, you say one sentence, and we just clean our glasses and take a sip.
Okay.
Okay. So she's just grabs her communicator device and says, hey, like she's not recording just yet, but she's practicing the line, like, hey, this is Sylvie and Kalani coming to you live from the Lizard Lounge. And looks over to you and says, like, what should we say to bring people in here for business?
How about something like the best views in the city? I mean, considering we are on the 13th floor, it is a really nice view. And then I like nod off over to the guys and say, guys are not half bad looking either.
Says, okay, let's hit record. She's just on the same thing that she did before, just a typical like camera app. No like penumbra or no other social media thing is seen on her screen or anything. And she just says, 3, 2, 1. She puts her like smiling face on, hits the record button. Hey, this is Kalani and Neva coming to you live. And she looks over to you to have the rest of the clip be finished.
Come visit the Lizard Lounge where you can get some of the best views of the city.
We'll see you then. And she goes to like have the ting sound with the 2 glasses of wine, and then stops it and record. Says, all right, hopefully that'll get the boss off my back, and now we can actually just have this drink, just you and I. And says, all right, well, cheers to our music career.
Definitely.
And as you both take a sip, she just continues to kind of talk shop with you just about things. Like, so as a starting icon, this is the struggles that I went through to get to where I am. And I mentioned it to you so that way when you make it out there, it'll be a lot easier for you than it is for me. She speaks almost as if she's in her 20s, and she's speaking to you almost as if like she's older than you. Like, hey, like, so if you ever get into like this problem, you'll want to do this, and things like that. It's at this point I want to switch over to the other group.
Yep.
Real quick. So Gunner and Havoc went over to Snow.
Yep.
Oh no. What I miss? I was
You didn't
already
miss
We're,
anything.
we're literally walking over to Snow.
Okay.
Hi, sorry, I need to borrow this person for a second. I just pull her away from.
Damn, we really cockblocking Snow right now.
We can cut. Well, we don't have the cockblock when our lives are not in danger.
Yeah, the bartender's kind of being real sus.
Look, no one is using the app anymore. That one app apparently it just suddenly stopped. No one's using it. That's not just a coincidence. You know that, and I know that.
I start looking around to see if there's any different app people are using. They might have rebranded again.
All right, I'll check the dance floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Gunner and do the same.
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna be trying to like look over people's shoulders and like trying to get an idea of like what people are using right now for their basically what are they using right now besides Penumbra.
Yeah, me too.
Are you still located at the bar, Gunner?
I'm now like free roaming around the bar trying to get a quick peek at people's phones as I'm passing by.
Okay, give me a perception check. Havoc is
will.
also doing the same thing too.
Yep.
That is 19 plus 18. 37.
17.
Okay.
I'm
gonna start with the lowest one first. With a 17, as anyone approaches anyone up towards the bar, a lot of them put their phone closer to them, like they want more of a privacy things. Some of the people, like out of the 12 people that I'm going to say is surrounding the bar, about 2 of them are currently on the Penumbra app. Currently, the other 10 are just using other forms of social media, or they're like just finishing their drinks and getting ready to go onto the dance floor. But you don't see anyone on the dance floor using like a phone application whatsoever. They all just seem to be enthralled in this viral dance that's going around.
Is that for both of us?
That was for the 17.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. The 37 was supposed to be everything that was revealed. So that was the looking at the screens. 2 people were on it. The others are using other applications. Additionally, with the 37, you see that Sylvine is constantly looking in your direction as well. As you kind of glance over them, and he's kind of hand gesturing you to come over.
Okay, I go over to him.
And he just looks around and says, "Don't you think it's odd that there are 2 icons here, and no one has mentioned any word about either of them?"
Yeah, it seems a little too convenient to be happening at the same time. So I don't understand. Is it just dumb luck, or is this all set up? But if that's the reason, who's setting it up?
I don't know. I saw 2 guards that I normally don't see looking over the VIP room. They look like they were new recruits also. But this place has been dealing with new recruits for like the last week. So
No, none of this adds up. Suddenly the Penumbra app's not being used. 2 idols in the same place. None of that makes sense. I'm feeling that we shouldn't be here anymore. Something's just not right. I can feel it in my gut. Is there a way you can get me up to where those idols are? I need to get my client out of here.
sure. It's right this way.
All right, and I start following.
Is anyone else going?
I'm gonna be following him, yeah.
Still chatting up with Co like nothing's going on.
I mean, I'll shoot a message to everybody on our little thing, like going to get Kalani. Something's not right. We should leave.
Yeah, I'm
hyper vigilant of the area make it seem like nothing's changed.
Okay. So Havoc is going to be going with Gunner. Did I catch that part? Or
Yes.
okay.
Atoner will too. He was busy exchanging phone number contact info with Jeb when he sees the little message pop up on his thing. He's like, sorry, Jeb, but it looks like I gotta get going for the night. But keep in touch.
Oh, why is the bartender coming with us?
He's the one leading us.
Oh.
Okay.
And make sure you take a cab home tonight.
So this is where I cut back over towards Kalani. As Neva continues like shooting the shit with you, Neva says, "Oh wow, this wine is really good," and says, "Oh, I'm enjoying it." Begins to put it down and just begins talking and like stretching arms out, but continues just looking at you. Give me a perception check.
Okay, hold on a second. Perception. Double checking. Let's see how that goes. There we go. Almost perfect.
$37.
Yeah.
After you both took the sips of wine, Neva continues talking towards you, but makes no other attempts to grab the cup of wine that Neva had, and continues talking. But after a while, you feel like this talking is a bit of a stall. Until about a minute later, you feel in your stomach like it begins to bubble up, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy!
Assassino!
Oh damn, Kilo.
So we'll save.
Wisdom. Let me relook at it again.
Yeah, that's under will.
Oh, the Kilo.
Yeah, roly poly.
Is that worm and bomber tequila?
Oh yeah. Oh. Fuck, I hate that.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's a fortitude save. I'm sorry. Fort.
Okay. 17. So that would be a 20. I rolled a 17. I just have a really bad fort save.
Yeah, this level it can't be more than like what plus 8, I think. Second level.
We saw the traps.
You feel it kind of bubble up in your stomach, but you feel like whatever is going on, whatever process this is, your body is handling it right this second. Is at this point that Neva notices like you put a hand towards your belly and says, "Oh, are you not feeling too good?"
Good.
Yeah, it must have been something I ate or drank earlier. Just not agreeing with me. Where's that bathroom again?
She says, the bathroom is right over that way, but I don't know if you. And then I need you to make a second fort save.
And Brandon,
What happened?
all happening. Was seeing Gunner and Havoc go into the back room following the bartender and a toner stopping doing what he was doing. So I was gonna be like, well, this place is kind of turning dead.
Yo!
But
It's about to be.
Would you mind
we gotta go.
either meeting me later tonight or yeah, I need to go see my client. If we could hook up again later tonight.
That sounds great. And you could just see like a sparkle in Ko's eyes. As I say, that'd be great. I would love that.
And so I'm gonna give her like like a number for her comp link.
It says, I look forward to seeing you later.
So do I.
Now get out.
Dun, 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 dun. So I rolled a 15.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh no.
That is not good news.
Worse.
All right.
Can't get 20s all the time.
All right. So I'm gonna explain what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna have to make a decision because I know tonight I'm gonna have to do like a hard stop at 10. And it's just gonna be one of those things I can either quickly solve or it's gonna start and next week we'll continue from it. So after Neva says, "Oh, like, did your tummy hurt? Are you not feeling okay?" About 6 seconds later, like even in the middle of you talking back, like, "Hey, where's the bathroom?" That bubbling up begins to happen again. And this time, your stomach isn't as like accepting with it. Let me. I'm gonna come back to that in a second. As Neva points into the direction of where the bathroom is, and you kind of go like, ugh, and you feel that kind of like pain in your stomach, Neva says, "How about you stay right here and I'll go get some help for you?"
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I think I might need the bathroom more than anything.
And
And I just need to get a hold of my friends.
and she goes, "Here, look, I'll help you. Just stay here 1 minute." And begins to run by the guards. And as Neva runs by the guard, says, "Make sure that this one doesn't escape."
But while she's doing that, I'm actually contacting on my communicator. It's like, guys, 911.
And So's gonna respond that Gunner and Havoc are on their way.
We need to hurry up.
All hands on deck.
And So's gonna be keeping a very close eye on the access there to make sure that no one else tries going through there. And
I'm like,
also
all hands
go
on.
to a more hidden area and start equipping her armor.
I basically, I'm like, when she responds back, she's like, all hands on deck. I think I was just drugged.
I tell the partner to go faster.
All right, this is where I'm gonna cut into what's going on. In the midst of her setting up the camera, there was a point in time where I said she places herself in front of you and kind of position. So the wine, she slipped a poison into your drink. Poisons in this system are a little bit complicated, so I'm trying to find it where I can explain it a bit easier. Because you go down this track of skills where if you fail your first check, you go from healthy to like unhealthy, or what's the step that they have here?
Right.
You go from healthy to weakened, and then from weakened you go to debilitated. And each one, like the first one might be like you get -2 for these type of checks. The second one adds to it.
Right.
So I'm just trying to find an easy way to input this. The poison that you drank took a minute to onset, and the frequency is once per round for 6 rounds. So, in order to cure yourself from this poison, you have to make 2 consecutive saves. Your 20 saved the first time,
Okay.
but it did not save the second. So now you went 1 step down from it, and you will need to make 2 steps to offset it. So I'm just trying to pull up this poison really quick. And because of it's every 6 seconds, it puts you in like an initiative thing.
Right.
Since you sent the message out to the group that your drink might have got poisoned, if they suspect it's her, that could also put this in a initiative thing.
Right.
And as I mentioned with the guards being there to see how this turns out is also another technicality. So I don't know with the time we have now and everything, I don't know if this is something as a group you guys want to play it out or not. I know I have till 10.
I know with Starfinder combat, it would
That's
take
gonna
more
take
than
long.
an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may be good to just hold here and start Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be a good idea.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna post a link really quick. I'm gonna explain the process now, so that way next week this will be easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So when it comes to poisons, you start off as healthy. Depending on the type of poison, it affects a different stat. This poison that you have, it goes on the poison for constitution. So you went from healthy to weakened, which the victim will take a -2 penalty to fort saves, constitution checks, and con-based DCs. Every time the victim attempts a fort save against the poison, whether he succeeds or fails, they lose hit points as per on initial exposure. That's just the first state. It equally gets worse.
Mm-hmm.
The poison that you have taken only has 4 states. It goes from healthy to weakened to debilitated to dead. So it's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those. It's pretty complex. You did 2 rounds out of 6, but you went down 1 step. If you go down 3 steps before saving 2 times, then your character's dead.
Is this Black Lotus?
Yeah, that's actually what it is.
Oh, wonderful.
So yeah, that's where the session is. I didn't know if you, as the rest of your party's coming towards you, if they was to start combat, yeah, it would drag it out. Or if they like, oh, we let her slide and we're gonna track her down, that would just delay it. But yeah, that's our session.
Alrighty.
Snow's current mindset is you fuck with the crew, you're gonna die.
Oh, I have Havoc's gonna get scary.
No, I can't wait to see that. Havoc is